Hey guys, welcome to another episode. Today, gonna do some more cave runs. I've had quite a bit of, okay, that was from the Slain Hero quest in this game. I've had a lot of changes recently. What did I do here? So for swords, I can use this without having to give anything up because I'm with this amulet now. The change here, I lose about 5 AC by not using this sword here, but on the other hand I lose the ability to crit as often, and so far I seem to like the game better with more crit chance. I know that, I typically like standard game style, like I don't like to rely on chance, especially when a fight gets really long, you don't want to have to like restart because of like, a little bit of unlucky RNG. But honestly I think it's pretty fun when you crit, and it does create its own power plays when you do crit two enemies. If you're in a corner, it gives you that much more time to heal. Where this sword, you couldn't really, well you could, but it would just be half as likely to crit that much and make those same plays. So I'll try this for now, and I might just swap on and off. It doesn't take up too much space, which is good. The other thing that surprised me was I'd stashed this armor from a long time ago, and I just kind of dug it up when I was reading books just now, and it seems to be exactly what I need. I've had this belt for forever, and it's my magic resist, and I just got these gloves, a few games ago. So with this, it does a little trifecta. I got all my resist to, above 65%. That's pretty good. If I really need to top it off, I can sacrifice my lightning resist, or I could use the Ring of Purity, cut the armor class, but gives me a touch more AC, gives me 2 more DFE. What else does it do? I lose the fast hit recovery. It is a loss. I don't have to deal with the light radius, but I won't even pretend like that was a decision factor going into this. The melee damage resistance was surprisingly high on this too. Just another benefit, even though I don't feel like that's really necessary right now. So I might use this in the future, but for now, this just happens to have the 3 items that cover my resist.
Good day. How may I
and I'm
serve
good to
you?
go. Also, I was able to read a ton of books. Almost more than I probably should have. I read some books that were probably not a good idea. So out of those, let's see what we got here. I was able to read Teleport. I can get 164 magic. It's only level 1. Arcane Star, I actually want to look at these in the log and see how much damage they do. Read a lot of Town Portal. It doesn't seem like it's really doing anything. There's maybe some mana reduction. No healing. A lot of fireballs. I was able to get this up to level 5, so that should give me the duration I need. Lightning, I only had 3 of them, even though I wanted to get it a little bit higher. Maybe it'll help me with Magistrates, I'm not sure. 158 damage for Arcane. I can't see myself really using this, but at the same time, if Kako Demons, I don't think any Kako Demons take only magic damage, luckily, but, it's always an option to have range damage. We got Mana Shield up. I don't really think that I'll be using it, at least not until Mana Steel comes into the game. There's also talk about Mordor wanted to reduce the amount of damage that
I must
you
be getting close.
take from your Mana Shield. Oh, nice. So if you had, say, a lower level Mana Shield, you would take... He didn't say the exact percentage, but it seemed like you would take a fair amount from your health as well as your mana, which is quite a bold move. It's it does open the doors a lot of ways, because you have some characters that could never really use Mana Shield. Like, I don't know, some people say they could use Mana Shield with an assassin, but I found that it was always sub-tier, because you have undeads. They suck all your mana, so that's already like 1/3 of the enemies you encounter that you're just not going to really use it against. And second off, your mana usually only got up to, I think, like 300, 350 or something. Not very high. So if, 2 or 3 enemies hit you, your whole mana shield is basically gone. And at that point, even if you have mana steal, you don't have the chance to really see it grow or, see the benefit. You just have to keep casting mana shield, and it's really, really annoying. But if this were the case, people could keep their mana shield level low on purpose, and with a low mana shield level, I'm trying to think what the optimal amount would be. It's like maybe like 40 or 50%. That would still kind of cover both bases for an assassin, where, even with like maximum health at high level, you can still get like hit 3 times in a row and pretty much die from enemies, which always makes the corner kind of dangerous. So I feel like that kind of covers your health bases. You won't be like, hit 3 times in a row and be put in that either like low health situation or die outright. And on top of that, you'd be able to maintain your mana shield, which would be pretty cool too. So that's the positive. The negative would be if you're a mage and you're starting out, you may only have, level 1 mana shield. And I think mages start with like 10 HP. So you've got to go around and take part of your damage as HP. Now when you start hitting like hell on a mage, if you don't have mana shield, it's pretty hard to maintain yourself. And then there's ranged enemies, a lot more ranged enemies that could hit you. So it becomes inevitable that you will be hit on the mage, and you just have to have some way to mitigate it. They feel a little bit on the strong side. I'd say in normal mode. I watched Illyria's playthrough, and they do seem pretty strong in normal. But unless that percentage is really much smaller than like I think it is, it could be a huge problem for them. And that was a concern I think Andrew and a couple others brought up on Discord. So I guess I wouldn't be too bad with each class having a specific mana shield interaction, or like, if you're an assassin, mana shield works differently than if you're a mage, say. That way you wouldn't have to, like, ruin all the mages who are starting out. And you could still give the benefits to assassins who maybe want to use mana shield and mana steal. I think I can use that. Trying to think what that is. Maybe I'll just calculate that really quick. 14 plus 34 divided by 2 times 4.92. Okay, 118 damage, roughly.
I can't use this yet.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll need some more dexterity. But that is good. It looks like it'll be much stronger than this. But the only thing with the individual spell interaction idea is that Mordor probably had the mana shield change in mind for mages, just because, mages are likely the ones to use it the most out of everyone else. That's my theory, at least. Maybe he thought about it for assassins at first, but that's just my guess. So he probably wants to make it not as useful on mages. But I think if you can't guarantee get 100% of your damage on Mana Shield eventually, that is a huge issue for a mage. It's a massive issue. Not only is it a time waster in quests because you have to spend time, you know, like getting your mana back and healing. It seems tedious, and it also just, I don't know. On one hand, you could say, well, it saves a little bit of your mana, which is nice, and I think, okay, that's alright, but also got to realize, you know, you have 89 HP on a max level mage with, like, base vitality. You're never getting more HP than that, likely. So, like, at what point, if I'm taking, you know, let's just say, go on the high side, say I have, like, 900 mana. 900 mana, what percentage could I be taking to where I actually think that's a benefit? Frankly, I don't think it ever would be a benefit on certain levels, like, what's it called? Andariel's quest, where you constantly lose HP. That just seems like it would be a mess. Casting healing, casting Mana Shield, I don't know, just... Ooh, another high plus to magic one. I think it might be higher than the one I have. Okay, so I'd have to rip through all those enemies, or maybe I can scoot around. Just don't feel like whipping out the bow yet. I'm very pleased with the damage I do now. This is maybe even a little higher than it should be for this stage in the game. It just had really good sword drops. Cauldron. 81 vitality. Very nice. I think there was a Cave Viper boss over here. I feel like I could actually handle that. Actually, pretty decent shield. I mean, just on a low base, but no XP modifiers or gold modifiers on it, so pretty decent.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Well, all that did is waste all my mana. I guess lightning is not gonna cut it, at least at level 3. It's kind of a shame. Guess I can swap out for my bow now, but dang. The other option is to try lightning ball. Let me see the damage. 5 to 38 versus... Wait, that's level 3? Oh man, that's way better. That's a decent stat to have, just more armor on top. I mean, this one has about the same armor class and fire resist and DFE, but... Ooh, there's the fungal tome.
What do we have here?
Greetings!
Is that the next bow up? I can't tell if it's for Iron Maidens only, but that's some pretty decent damage on it. Might even be better than plus 86 damage.
Greetings!
3 one-shots in a row? Holy cow.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's tile based, so I'll try a different tile. Or is it where my characters... Okay, I'm gonna try it this way. No, it warps me back there, okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there wasn't a boss. Well, that was a huge waste of time.
Good. Excellent. What?
Alright, flat 70 strength, that's good. Oh yeah, I guess I don't need to wear these boots since I have this armor. It doesn't take 115 dexterity. Well, now that I don't need these boots, I mean, maybe I do need those boots. In like 2 more mushrooms, or when I level up, I'll be able to use this thing. And that should be able to push me through hell. That kind of damage, I'm guessing. So many things still up in the air. Guess I better
Good day.
deposit some of this
How may
stuff.
I serve you? It's hot down here.
Greetings! Greetings!
Let's see what he's got for sale.
I must be getting close.
Oh yeah, I guess I got Bone Spirit too. I won't be using that for a very long time, but I'll definitely need it for Uber Diablo and Doom mode. Probably be using these gloves instead. Firebolt. Do I have Fireball? I think I told myself I'm not going to use Fire Blast. It's important to get that up on a mage, but Firebolt. Yeah, I'll try and use it. It's always going to be single target, I'd imagine, so no sense in learning Blast. I think Firebolt is actually like a decent contender for the first few levels. I'm not even gonna learn that book. It's kind of a cool passage. I don't think I've ever seen one go in the center of the level like this. Usually they're always on the outsides. Whoops. Chance to hit doesn't go up, but damage will go up. I just don't want to chase her out to the unknown. Perfect fire roll. Very nice. Oh, the Fungal Tome. I don't know, maybe with that kind of bow damage I could do the Island of the Sunless Sea. Like, I'm gonna have, like, probably 10 of those things firing at me at one point in time, so I'm skeptical, but just a little bit more damage to where I can consistently, like, 3-shot them might do it.
Greetings!
Because my accuracy wasn't very good in normal, I remember.
What do we have?
Oh, that's handy. They won't come after me. Oh, but those guys will. might be done with Mushroom Run after I level up. I'm just trying to think here, like, if there's anything that's really holding me back, and I guess the only thing would be, like, using these types of flails, but I mean, that problem's not really gonna go away for quite a while, unless I swap off this amulet. Like, my DFE's where I want it, my health is, it's getting there. 400 would be ideal, but wow, that's an entire block off. Golem. Golem would be a good spell for me to learn. I don't think it would be extremely tanky because I have low base magic, mana, and all that jazz, but I feel like it would actually help me in a few niche scenarios. Yeah, there it is. Man, that is handy. Where'd they all go? Oh.
Not enough mana.
Oops.
Now where would I put this?
Our fire does way more damage, it seems, than their actual attacks. That's getting there. That's kind of close to this ring, though. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. I'd say it's worse, though. 10 HP for 15% resist all is not quite up to snuff.
Yes. What?
Good Excellent.
What?
Well, I'm gonna level very, very soon, so I guess I'll do... It's really hard to tell because a lot of the rogue items are trying to push me towards lower strength in favor of, you know, higher bite and dexterity. I guess more so dexterity. But Iron Maiden stuff has a little bit more strength to it, a little bit less dexterity, I think. But just adding into Vitality seems like it's not really that good of a use of stats. I know that my Vitality should max out at like 100 and... what is it, like 175 or 180? So I still have a long way to go on it. My strength, on the other hand, goes up to like 135, so adding into that would just make Spectral Elixirs much less useful. My mana needs to go up an insane amount, up to 150. Dexterity, I don't really remember. I think it's less than 200 though, like 185 or something. So I guess it's in line. I guess I should be doing Vitality. That way too, when I go shrine hunting, or I just, you know, happen to get shrines, it's gonna give me +1 magic and +1 dex for that which does not kill you. So it's a little bit harder to get Vitality that way. And I mean, if I ever do go back to Purgatory to do Lilith, that quest, then I'm gonna have a lot more dexterity on my hands, so I guess maybe I can cool it on the dexterity, add a little bit more into vitality. Well, anyway, pretty good run. So, next time I guess I'll try level 13 and see how that goes. Catch you guys later.